squads who've gotten out of the gate undefeated. It's the USF Bulls and the James Madison Dukes. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Well, guys, the Bulls head coach told me before the game he has been warning his team all week about this game. Both teams undefeated to start this season, and he believes the difference will be who can execute the best. He believes that his team and his quarterback have the confidence and composure to compete well in this environment. I'll keep you posted on how well they're communicating down here on the field. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. The Bulls ready to kick it away first. Fielded in the end zone. It's Scott. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. From the gun, running back gets to give. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. The Dukes are in the hurry-up. Gonna let it fly. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. It's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's looking to throw. Here comes the heat. And they got him.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long. Containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Isaac. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You want to stop the run game? Get the big defensive tackles in the middle, getting penetration. Those big boys eating up blocks, taking away gaps and holes for those running backs to run through.
Using his power and his sweet feet to get into the backfield quickly.
And you know you're athletic when you describe with power and sweet feet. I mean, just put those two things together and you're just pretty amazing.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Looking to pass. It's Croman Hope. Floating away. Fires to the wideout. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a 1st down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's calling.
The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get those running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. That's caught. It's Sullivan. Ball down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. Like, they can make plays, they can run people over, they can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
After getting stopped on that second down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on third.
They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. Off play action. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulls! Quick strike through the air for the score. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Madison sends the offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Quarterback adjusting the pattern. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Moving out to the right. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Dukes will send out the punt unit. That first punt was a beauty. They'd take another one just like it. He's got it. He gets a block. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. The Bulls offense comes out ready to go to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. The give on the counter. Breaks into the open. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31.
I'll tell you, this defense and their front 7, they're going to have to play with great eye discipline because they know they are going to see this type of misdirection in their run game, and they got gashed there.
Offense threatening, 1st and 10 from the 31. Might as well give it to him again. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
Man, I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again. Get it to their running back. Try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. On the draw, it's Isaac. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. Rushes on him, trying to get away. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st.
It's nice for this D coordinator when he puts his nickel package out in the field, because that nickel player he's got who subs in is good in coverage. He's also aggressive. He does a nice job blitzing, and he can play the run. They can spy the quarterback. There's a lot of different tools this guy's got to defend against a mobile quarterback, and I think you saw a little bit right there in that nickel package, now setting up 4th and long.
Coming out with it, it's Scott. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped. When he brought it out of the end zone, he'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
To the air on 2nd down. Unloads to the right. It's complete. Might have a chance. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the 2nd quarter. That's the end of the period, and USF is on top. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Big turning point as we head into the 2nd and get this game rolling again. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. If the intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Pocket breaking down. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. He's looking to pass. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Fourth down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's not afraid to go deep. Makes the grab. He's got a 1st down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. What a play that time. They got way more than they needed to convert that 4th down.
But I love the execution of this quarterback. Everybody's sitting shallow, trying to take away the 1st down. He takes the ball down the field. Great strike. Nice play. Nice 4th down conversion.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Making side adjustments here. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Makes the catch. And he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1. The Duke's coming end zone, it's Branch. And the returner goes down. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play call.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now, just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, man.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Wants to throw. It's Van Buren. Makes the grab. It's Collins. They made the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. Picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
I'll tell you, the offense might be setting up a shot down the field here. You might see them later fake the wide receiver screen and see if they can hit a tight end or another receiver running up the boundary. Keep your eye open for that.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Lets it go. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on first down. Might be looking to run. Trying to make magic with his feet. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Man, that's so frustrating. It happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down. He's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Give to the back. Surge ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Complete to the left. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep. And that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So he got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
Bring in the heat. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You can tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
And the Dukes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to fire. Complete. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. Looking to throw for it. Right down the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Trying to take it back. What a defensive play to stop the scoring threat, make the interception, and then have the return go up near midfield. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Motion from the wideout. The run inside. It's Collins. Makes it past the marker. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown Bulls! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
Get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Now the play fake. Got a man. It's Keller. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. Throws for the tight end. Connection to the right. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. Timeout taken by the offense is their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. He uncorks 1 deep. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
And this defense has to be ready for this. The offense likes to be aggressive. They like to take shots. That won't be the last time they try one of these 50-50 type balls down the boundary. Defense better be ready.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Throws to the tight end. Working that left side. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance. Wants to throw on 1st down. Touchdown, Dukes! Got it right in the heart of the end zone.
Last 4 minutes of the first half, first 4 minutes of the second half. That is a time window that oftentimes determines games, and you're seeing it potentially happen here. It was critical the offense was able to go down, drive the field, and score a touchdown here late in the first half, knowing they get the ball back first in the second half. And if they go out right away in the second half and good things happen, this game takes on a completely different feel.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with Texas Tech taking on the number 20 team, the Houston Cougars.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24.
And it's the Red Raiders who are rewarded matter at home, as they did today. That gets their record to 3-0 on the season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuff both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
To the air, it's Van Buren. Going downfield for the big play. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Bulls send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Let's see what he can do with it. Ripping through the defense. Makes a move. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. James Madison's offense comes out ready to get this drive going. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. There is striking distance at the 37.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
Quick release on the RPO. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. That last completion left them with 2nd and 3. Let's see how aggressive they are. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against a running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play could put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind him.
The Dukes have their offense in high gear. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the right. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Dukes! And that one will come up during the second half. They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. On the move from inside his 5. He'll go out of bounds at the 22-yard line, and that's where this offense will take over. This USF offense will open this drive right here. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Looking downfield, it's Van Buren. Here's the pressure. Complete downfield. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The Bulls will hustle to the line. Back to pass on second down. Under fire. Trying to buy time. Slides, avoids the punishment, and picks up the first down.
Second and short is a great situation to be in. And look at him. He drops back to pass the football. He doesn't have to throw the football. He wants to be aggressive, but he can just take off and scramble. Doesn't have to take a chance. Great being ahead of the sticks.
Running inside. It's Isaac. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Caught in the backfield. It's Selden. Could not make his way to the corner.
In defense, you have to have great eyes. You have to have good vision on the quarterback to be able to see it. You can tell he's throwing the football right now. Watch the defense react, come up, get the wide receiver on the ground. He goes nowhere.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. And the Bulls will try to pin them back with the punt. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Here comes the Duke's offense, and we'll see what they have schemed up. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver.
He wants to take the top off. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
Well, great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down. And the Dukes will call on their punt team. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Defense in press coverage. On the run, it's Isaac. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Motion from the back. Dropping back, it's Van Buren. Escapes the pressure going right. Unleashes one. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half. And here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
Now facing a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Going long. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Using his feet.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
Under fire. Gets it out quickly.
Well, I think for that play to work, you need to have some access and cushion and coverage. For the receiver to be able to do something with it after the catch. That time, the defender was just way too close, all over him. And he tackles him for no gain.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Quarterback making adjustments. Guys, it's James Madison on top as we've come to the end of the quarter. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. He'll try to take it back.
Well, this offense is trying to ice the game. They've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but it's only by one possession, so you got to be so careful with your decision-making, and that was not a good one by the quarterback. They now turn it over, and they better hope their defense can play well in the sudden change situation.
From the red zone, it's Isaac. Touchdown, South Florida. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
That is complimentary football at its finest. The defense gets the turnover. The offense punctuates it, uses it to their advantage, takes the lead late in the football game. Now that defense that just gave you a good stop, they need another one for you.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. But they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. The Dukes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The short hands, it's Keller. And they pick up just a few on that completion. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to get it through the air. He's going to take off. At the 45 on his way. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You can see it.
They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Oh, they're after him. Still running at the 40. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, first down, or get down. And he got 2 of those on that one. And the Dukes have this offense rolling. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Unloads it left. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. Sometimes Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing.
Yeah, and just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot and you start trying to aim it, you really miss. You know, quarterbacks, they got to quickly be able to recognize, do I need to fire it? Do I need to put a little air underneath it? And it's just a tough thing for a quarterback to be able to do. But over time, you see they have less and less mishaps like that.
On third down, he drops to throw. Trying to burn this defensive back. Pulls it in inside the 10. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they tacked on the extra point. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And the final 34 yards covered by that touchdown pass. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Isaac. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. The give to the back. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
That's a really good job by this defense because 2nd and short, a lot of times, you're thinking pass. You're thinking they're going to try to make that big play because they're set up in a good spot. They did a great job still getting penetration, shutting down the run. Now, 3rd and short time. Probably expecting another run again. Who's going to be the most physical team?
Running to Green. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet right there.
He's going to fire deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm. And I like they take a shot down the field, but interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Using his legs, it's Collins. There's a crease. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
The Bulls back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Quick completion to the right.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
Got 7 on that last completion. They might be able to take a shot on 2nd and 3. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on 2nd down, and you see guys bleeding into the 2nd level of the defense getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. And the Bulls with the 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He'll be stopped after picking up 5, and boy, did he lower those pads and keep those feet moving.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle, but they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks. But how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Time is their enemy. It's running out on them. Down 4, they'll go for it on 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Makes the grab. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions, no doubt. It's going to be the same thing here in this 2-minute drill.
To the air, it's Van Buren. The sweet feet buy a little time. And the quarterback will be forced out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage. I think they'll give him a sack.
And that's a nice job. You got to continue to chase this guy. Nice job getting pressure, making him feel it, get outside of the pocket, and then you got to keep running. You got to keep chasing, running him towards the sidelines. And if I'm a quarterback, by the way, I think I'd have thrown that ball out of bounds for an incompletion.
Deep shot for the end zone. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down.
And if you're the defense right now, you've given up some yards on this drive, but you've got a possession lead. You just need one more stop.
Field goal unit is not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, USF! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th. The Bulls deliver an answer.
And how about this QB coming up clutch in a big moment? Gotta have it. You've dreamed about it your whole life. He puts the ball on the money. They make the catch, take the lead with seconds remaining on the clock.
Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And what a way to end it with what is likely the game winner in the final seconds. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. This will be the last play of the game and the last chance they have maybe to win it at the gun. To the air on 1st down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it. Well, these guys have gotten off to a great start, getting out of the gate 3-0. Jesse, do we have a contender on our hands?
I know it's early, Reese, but this looks like a team right now that could be in that college football playoff discussion come year's end. They've got the playmakers. They've got an outstanding coaching staff. They've overcome some tests early, David. I know it's a long season, but they at least look like they're for real.
They definitely look the part. They look like they're for real. But you know what happens throughout a season. You lose momentum and injury happens. So they're definitely one of those teams we're going to continue to talk about. But it's still early. It's week 3.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.